So let's continue with the story of Nachiketas. And he asked for the first blessing. And he says, if you ever allow me to go back to the earth and let my father be gracious to me, will you grant me this as my first blessing? And then the God replies, free from the spasm of death and upon the earth again, thy sire shall be glad, full of love to thee. Dried of that krotha and resultant short frenzy, he shall sleep in peace till eternity. So immediately the first wish was granted. Usually nobody goes back after the visit to Yamapuri, the place of the abode of the dead, but his wish was granted, and his father will be happy to receive him back. Ecstasy unalloyed, and I was emboldened now to put on card my soul's supplication. Second wish. Hey Yamadharmaraja, thou holds the cryptic key of Agni the divine, that door to paradise. Quell my curious mind and impart such knowledge as to how those above attain immortality. So he is posing the second question. He wants to know the secrets of immortality. Sensing the quantum of angst simmering within me, he thus pronounced to wreck my ignorant block. Yeah, I share such mystery, enshrouded in the cave of human intellect, a terrain incognito. Tapa, dana, yajnam. With the wisdom of Vedas, performed in purity, shall bring forth perennial peace. So here Yamadharmaraja prescribes him the threefold path which we discussed in the previous episode, the threefold path of Tapam, Dhanam and Yajna. One more boon remained, but still I had such drought to engorge an ocean full within my darkened soul. Hearing my heart's beat, resounding a thunder, he consoled me and pressed to propose the last. So the God pressed him to ask for the third boon. The question of all questions, a confounding riddle from yore, to his dismay, I am sure, brought forth my hankering heart. What is death, and whither sojourns the soul after the play on earth, ensconced in Maya? So he brings forth the third question, which is the most important question in life. What is death? And what happens to the soul after death? The silent sky thundered with a crack on Himalayas. A fountain gushing forth, a new Ganges was born. Yaman closed his eyes, stood pensive for a while, struggling to contain the heat generated within. Hey Nachiketas, ending the tapas he began. Even Devas have expressed variant minds on this. Mystery well beguiled and beyond the human grasp. Ask any other deal and it shall be granted. And God tells him, this is a most difficult question. Even Devas, they have been struggling with this question. You ask any other thing. But the boy is adamant. He says, Devas may have doubts, no one dare challenge, but such an arcanum is never beyond thy reach. This is my prayer, and the last one to thee. My tongue shall not move, never to take it back. So the boy says, you promised me 3 great boons, and this is my third wish. And as the one who promised, you have to grant my wish. As 100 years hence with ample progeny. Here, Yamaraja is trying to tempt him with all other worldly riches, just to shy away from this question. Okay, let's discuss this in the next episode.